Please subscribe to my channel to help me grow. I didn't even feel the slap at first. What I felt was the sound. A sharp, cracking echo that sliced the air and froze every person in the living room. My cheek stung a second later, but the real pain came from the laughter that followed. My friend Zara's laughter. Loud, breathless, careless. "It was a joke," she giggled, waving her hand as if swatting away tension. "Relax. We're all friends here." But my husband didn't laugh. A silence curled around him, heavy and strange. His eyes, usually calm, composed, locked onto Zara with a darkness that made my stomach twist. He stepped forward, his voice low, steady, almost too controlled. "Don't touch my wife again." Everyone fell quiet, the warmth of the gathering evaporating into something sharp and cold. Zara blinked, startled, her smile faltering. "It was just a slap," she said, softer now. "We always play around. She knows that." Yes, we did. Zara and I had been close for years, and she was always bold, impulsive, dramatic. She hugged too tightly, talked too loudly, and sometimes crossed boundaries without realizing it. But I had never seen my husband react like this. I tried to laugh it off, but the air was wrong. My husband's jaw was tight, his fists clenched. He wasn't angry at the slap itself. He was angry at Zara. Specifically Zara. That night, after everyone left, he barely spoke. He moved like a storm contained inside skin, energy crackling just beneath the surface. "Why did she hit you?" he asked as he paced the bedroom. "Who thinks that's funny?" "She always does stupid things," I said gently. "It's just how Zara is." He stopped. His eyes met mine. For a moment something raw flickered there. Fear, maybe, or guilt, or something he didn't want me to see. "She crossed a line," he murmured. But his voice wasn't angry anymore. It sounded almost protective? Or was it defensive? I went to bed uneasy, the sting on my cheek fading, but something deeper burning beneath it. Something unspoken. The following week, Zara avoided me. No calls, no texts, no random visits. For someone who used to barge into my house without warning, her silence felt unnatural, forced. I tried calling her twice. The phone rang once, then went to voicemail. The third time, it didn't ring at all. By the fourth day, unease turned into suspicion. On the fifth, I drove to her apartment. The moment she opened the door, I knew something was wrong. Her face was pale, her eyes ringed with redness. She looked tired, scared even. "Zara," I whispered. "What happened? Why are you avoiding me?" She swallowed hard, pulling the door wider to let me in. The living room was a mess. Blankets on the floor, dishes unwashed, curtains drawn. She sank onto the couch and pressed her palms to her face. "I shouldn't have come to your house that night," she said quietly. My pulse throbbed. "Why?" She looked up, eyes glossy. "Because I promised him I wouldn't." My breath caught. "Promised him?" "Zara," I said, voice trembling. "Promised who?" She broke. Tears spilled over, her shoulders shaking. "Your husband." The world tilted. I felt my pulse in my throat, in my fingertips, everywhere. Zara reached for me, but I flinched back. "Tell me everything," I forced out. She nodded slowly, afraid but relieved. "It started months ago. At first it was harmless. Talking, venting. He said he was lonely, that you were so busy, that he felt invisible." She wiped her tears. "I knew it was wrong. I knew. But he kept coming back." My chest tightened, breath strangled by disbelief and denial wrestling inside me. "He said he loved you," she continued, "but he was confused. He told me we needed to stop, that he didn't want to ruin anything." I agreed. I blocked him. I kept my distance. That's why I stopped coming over. My voice was barely a whisper. "And the slap. That wasn't a joke," she whispered. "I did it because I was angry at him. Because he told me he was done with me. But then there he was, acting like the perfect husband. I wanted to crack the facade. I wanted to hurt him, not you." The room spun. My husband's reaction. His fury. His fear. Now it made sense. He wasn't protecting me. He was panicking. He wants to tell you, Zara whispered. He said he would. He just didn't know how. I walked out without another word, my pulse pounding in my ears like a war drum. When I got home, my husband was sitting at the edge of the bed, elbows on his knees, head bowed. He looked up when I entered. His eyes were red. You talked to her, he said quietly. I didn't answer. He inhaled shakily. I'm sorry. I stood there, heart shattered, mind numb. The silence between us stretched thin, fragile, breakable. Why her? I finally asked. His answer was a whisper. Because she listened. I felt something inside me crack. Not a loud break, but a quiet, devastating one. He reached for me. I stepped back. And for the first time, he didn't follow. The betrayal wasn't explosive. It wasn't dramatic. It was quiet, familiar, built slowly in the shadows while I trusted too deeply. And standing there, staring at the man I thought I knew, I finally understood. Sometimes the most painful betrayals aren't the loud ones, but the ones whispered in the spaces you weren't looking.